Well, hello. Welcome to this week's midweek devotional. Glad you could join me. This past Sunday, Rick mentioned that we would be expecting snow. And there were some groans, there were some cheers. On my behalf, I was cheering. As I record this right now, it's actually snowing outside. And thankfully, I am one of the people that enjoy snow and the outdoors and the recreation that comes with snow. In fact, over the past 3 days, I've been on a snowshoe adventure, a afternoon of cross-country skiing, and have spent a day downhill skiing with my children for their very first time. And while we can have fun talking about the weather and talking about snow and recreation and stuff like that, there was another significant point that was made Sunday morning, and that is as Randy was talking about the temptation of Jesus in the wilderness. And he talked about the significance of Jesus's sinless life. And at first glance, we kind of wonder, like, why is that significant? And I was brought back to a conversation I had a couple years ago as I was thinking about Jesus's sinless life. And so a few years back, while I was still in Iowa, I met a man who was a neighbor of one of our elders. And when we were introduced, he introduced me as one of the pastors of the church there. And kind of his first comment was that he was aware of the church, but he wouldn't ever fit in there because of all the rules. And just as quickly as the topic of church came up, it was dismissed, and that was the end of that. But that comment kind of stuck with me and really was something that I wrestled with because, unfortunately, that is a perception of the church that is widely, just made known in the world. That a lot of people think that what it means to go to church or what it means to be a Christian is to be a good rule follower, and that's just simply not the case. The thing about Jesus' perfect, sinless life is that if I've accepted that by faith, of accepting Jesus' life and death and resurrection by faith, then that sets me free from the bondage of rules and the need for rule following, because my obedience to Christ is not out of compulsion. It's not out of a desire to earn God's love or to be kept in his good graces or kept in his favor, but rather it is because I am a new creation in Christ, that I am in Christ. It is Christ living in me that I desire then to love God and to glorify God through my obedience. Because when I encountered Jesus, it changed my life. I was no longer living to please him through obedience, but I desired to love him by knowing him and having a relationship with him. Because we will never find fulfillment in life and meaning in life through following rules. It is only through that relationship with God that he has designed us for. He didn't design us as robots to merely follow rules and to follow in step with things that he has commanded us, but rather to be in relationship with him and to know him and to walk with him and to love him and to experience his presence in our own lives. And it's only by faith in the completed work of God, in the completed work of Jesus on our behalf, that we're able to do that. The message of life and salvation is not by works, but by grace alone, through faith alone, in Christ alone. And my encouragement is that you know that. My encouragement to you is that you would know that personally in your own life, that you would be in that relationship with God and not be held in bondage by rules, but that you know the freedom of Christ. And if that's not you, I encourage you to find the answers to those questions. Get to know myself or one of the pastors, and that we would be able to lead you to know Christ. So thank you for joining me this week. Maybe you'll get outside and enjoy the snow. If not, See you next time. Have a great week.